Right, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to talk about how I got lean. There you go. So, as you guys can see, this was me before, this was me after. So, the body speaks for itself, the results speak for themselves. Just look at them abs, boy. Look at them abs. So, it's really simple, honestly. That's the main thing about losing weight. Don't ever let anybody tell you that losing weight is complicated. All right, people make it way more complicated than it needs to be, and I'm here to make a change to that because genuinely, I'll show you guys again. You guys see, I have the results to back it up. I'm not just here fucking blurting out magic, blurting out bullshit. Like I've done this before. Okay, I've been here. I've been this guy, and I don't know if it's in this PowerPoint, but I used to look even worse. So still made it here, and I'm here to break down to you guys how fucking simple this shit is. I changed my self image and I followed the actions aligned with my new self image. It almost like if you're watching this and you're like, what the fuck? Like, where's the secrets? Like, where's the technique? This is it. This is it. Like, obviously, followed actions, that covers weightlifting routine, diet plan. But I genuinely don't think that matters as much. It matters absolutely. Like if you were to just say I'm an athlete and then you don't work out or your workouts are absolute garbage. I'm talking like garbage, not suboptimal. I mean like you're doing bullshit. Like you're doing like those Bosu ball movements. That's a different story. But what really matters is the mental. Like the mental is everything. I know this is not boxing, right? Weightlifting is difficult, but it would be blasphemy to compare it to boxing where you're literally in there and there is a literal chance of you dying in that ring. But there's a similar comparison. Mike Tyson has said it once in an interview that boxing is like 90% mental. I don't know if it was him who said 90% mental. Someone said it, but I do remember him specifically saying that we we take care of our body to carry our brains. Basically emphasizing the importance of the mental. Like the mental is the most important part. All right. You may think it's you need to get on a specific diet plan. You may think it's a fad diet. Sweating my balls off right now because I can't turn on my AC in this room. Otherwise, you guys won't be able to hear me. But you may think it's a secret diet, a secret workout routine. None of that, bro. Change my self image and follow the actions aligned with that new self image. It's all mental. Well, half mental and then half action to support mental. There you go. That's the picture that I was talking about. Because I told you guys, like, here, I don't look horrible. I just don't look, the best. This guy right here, though. I finally learned how to do that the other day. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Like, do you think this guy was happy? Do you think this guy was proud of who he was? Do you guys think this guy deserved? Oh, no. I was about to fucking give you guys a word salad. Does this guy look like someone who was worthy of achieving this? Would you look at this guy and think, oh yeah, he's got the fire in his heart to get to here? No, no, you wouldn't, because he didn't. The truth is, he didn't. That's the same. That's me. Like that's technically me, but at the same time, it's also not me. That's like a past. That's almost an entire different lifetime of me. That's like an alternate universe version of me now. All right, technically, it still happened in the same world, but this guy, like, get this bum out of here. All right, and I already asked you guys this. Do you think my self image was positive? Absolutely not. And you don't even have to look at this guy's body. Just look at his eyes, man. The eyes to me tell everything. Even back here, look. Look who's more confident. Look who's more certain of himself. Look who's got more fire in his heart. You could easily tell. Like, just look at the eyes. All right, I can't put my hand in front of the screen for you guys, but if I were to cover these two guys' physiques and just look at their eyes, this guy's a beast. So I viewed myself horribly. I viewed myself horribly at the time. And literally any attempt to try and become a better person, any attempt to try to achieve that dream physique, to finally put an end to this fat shit once and for all, it just didn't work because if it almost felt inauthentic. It almost felt fake. Like if it didn't feel real. Like it was like I'm trying to do something that I'm simply not capable of doing or that I simply didn't see myself capable of doing. That's why you have to really, really, really. Here's a major tip for you guys. Real quick, let me hydrate. Is never use the word try. Never use the word try. Because the moment you use the word try, there is an underlying tone of I'm trying to do something that I know I can't do. You don't try. It's just like Yoda. It's just like what Yoda said in the Star Wars movies. I don't remember. I think it was Empire Strikes Back. Do or do not. There is no try. There is no try, bro. There is no try. And when you're operating out of this mindset of trying, it's why you feel weird. It's why there's like that weird feeling of like, oh, I've been in the gym consistently, and it's almost like you're pushed to just fuck it up. You know what I mean? Like you're just random. Like you might have a week, even 2 weeks consistent in the gym. And you're like all of a sudden, I earned a cheat day, or I earned a cheat meal, and it turns into a cheat day. It turns into a cheat week. Now all of a sudden your progress has been reset. It sucks. It sucks because this guy, he wanted to lose weight. It wasn't like it was a fake desire. No, I hated looking like this. I hated life. I wanted to make a change, but I just didn't see myself as worthy of doing so. And everything just felt fake. If it didn't feel fake immediately, it felt fake after a certain period of time. Working out one day, I might have felt great, like, yeah, I got this. And I'm like, this isn't even me. And we'd be right back to square zero. The solution is to upgrade your self-image, upgrade the way you view yourself. All right, I know I've already listed it here, but like, even if this wasn't here, just look at this guy. Just look at his eyes. He looks half dead. You think this guy has the fire in his heart to get to the best shape of his life? You guys think this guy even has a fire in his heart? Do you think he even has heart? Like, look at him, man. He just looks dead. He just looks dead, and I can't believe this was me. Like I said earlier, it's almost felt like a completely alternate timeline. Now compared to this motherfucker, look at this guy right here. And here's the crazy thing, right? You see this guy's eyes, right? I don't even need to show you this, man. Like, you don't even need to see his eyes. Like, I'm not even looking at the Okay, this time I could say me. I say his, like I refer to this guy in third person because this ain't really me anymore. This is me though. That's me, bro. That's me. But I mean, look, he's not even looking at the screen. He's not even making direct eye contact with you, but you could just tell. Like, this is just I guess this might just be a me thing. Fuck that. This ain't a me thing. You guys can see it as well. This guy got way more determination. He's more disciplined, hardworking, consistent, and just overall proud. All right, this guy wants more. This guy's hungry. This guy's a beast. This guy's got a fire in his heart. This guy don't got shit. And here's something that I realized just journaling and just like overall doing reflections on the process. You might think you need the results first to be like, oh, I won't think I'm an athlete until I look like an athlete. Dude, it's actually the opposite. And it sounds crazy, right? Like this, if you told this guy this, he would have looked at you like, what the fuck are you talking about? But it's the truth. You know what I mean? And like you won't even first of all, you'd have to be extremely lucky to even get this to happen. Like you may think you need the results first to then look at yourself differently. You'd have to be extremely lucky. You know what this is like? This is like saying you need to hit the lottery first to be rich. You know what I mean? Like you need to hit the lottery. That way you have all the money. Okay, now you're rich. When most people who win the lottery, they just lose it all. They just lose it all in the end. Why? Because that foundation was never built. And I said this in my last video. And I'm gonna say it again because this is like one of the biggest this is advice, but it's mainly like a story. And I like telling my advice in these types of stories. If we somehow, or not we, if this guy somehow managed to transform from this to this, like miraculously, right? Without changing the way he viewed himself, he would fuck it up. He would screw it up. All right. If we somehow got him on the right routine and he somehow miraculously, by the grace of God, managed to stay consistent and get to this shape right here, he would find a way to screw it all up and to return right back here, if not even worse. Because he hadn't built that foundation in his mind. He could look like this. First of all, he wouldn't have these same eyes. He could look like this, but still see himself mentally as this guy. So this would almost be uncomfortable to him. It would almost be like, oh my gosh, like I don't know what to do. Like I have the physique of my dreams now. What do I do now? And that pressure he's gonna end up folding. 9 times out of 10. Very rarely does someone, you know what I mean, without doing any of that stuff, get into the best shape of their lives, and then just kind of stay there. You have to see it. It's all mental, dude. Mindset is everything. Everything. You have to build that foundation in your head before you do anything else. So this right here up here, it's crazy because like it might sound stupid to a lot of you, or no, it might sound logical. Like, oh, of course, you won't think I'm an athlete, or I won't think I'm yeah, an athlete until I get into good shape. Yes, it'll be the other way around, dude. Or else you're never going to become an athlete. Like that in and of itself doesn't even make any sense. You know what I mean? Like, how else do you become an athlete? Bro, in athletes, there's another thing too. But don't fucking run away with this. Like, don't stretch this out. Not all athletes are like in fantastic shape in terms of like physically. Like, I know some athletes that look like this. But what do athletes do? They train. They train consistently. They eat clean. They take care of their bodies. They rest and recover. You have to build that identity in your mind first, or set that identity in your mind, and then build the foundation with your actions. You lay it down brick by brick. Brick meaning a workout, brick meaning a healthy meal, brick by brick by brick by brick by brick, and then all of a sudden you have a very solid foundation of who you are. And finally, it's working in your favor, not in someone else's. And once you do this, it's almost like you go on autopilot, especially if you already knew what to do, because some of you already know. You know what I mean? Like, there still are, unfortunately, some people out there who are clueless in terms of how to lose weight or how to get into the best shape of their lives. But a lot of you already know it's caloric deficit, working out consistently, making sure you're resting and recovering. All right, but because so many of you haven't taken the time to view yourself differently, and you're still operating in the mindset of a fatty. I didn't say the other word because it kind of sounded like it. Fatty. It ends up feeling like just such an unnecessary uphill battle as opposed to when you do this, when you change the way you view yourself, it's like, well, what else am I gonna do? You know, I'm an athlete now. So I eat clean. That's what athletes do. Athletes work out. I don't skip workouts. I rest and recovery. You know, I can't sacrifice these things. The fuck am I gonna sacrifice them to do? Play video games? Watch porn? Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is important. Oh my gosh, this thing doesn't. And if you guys want to know more, I've been building this program for the past few weeks, teaching you guys everything. Everything I've learned go from this to this right here. All right. I'm putting everything in it. It's a huge passion of mine. It's a huge project of mine. I'm very passionate about, and I'm looking forward to helping change, at least, even if it's just one person's life, because this changed my life in ways you couldn't imagine. Like, you guys see me, I'm a confident guy. I'm able to talk to you guys, and just being able to teach you guys all this means the world to me. So if you're interested in this program right here, link will be in the description. I put bio by accident. But that being said, that is all I got. I didn't even put a fiend slide at the end. So if you watched till the end, thank you guys for watching. Check out the program. Link in the description. Take care, guys.